Testing mic 1 2 1 2. Hello. Thank you for coming to my channel. My name is Sawa, and today I am here for you to understand certain things about the image of a man. Okay? So, before we get started, let's go ahead and give a close eye and open for a prayer. Amen. So, guys, my little girl, guys, can you imagine this? Came to me and asked me about a crush. And I was like, whoa, right now you are only 6 years old, or seven. Please don't take it to that extent, you know. And I'm trying to really come up with something to snap that thing out of her head, you know. But something came in mind, and that is I have to put one in her head. You understand? You have to put one in your daughter or your son's head. You must, as a parent. And I'm going to show you why you have to do it. Either you like it or not. You see, you are raising this child. You want the child to start looking at an image or um start saying, okay, this is what my mom said looks good for my mom. But when he or she goes ahead later and grow up and say, my mom had a crush on this person, they want to know what was the person for. Okay, I'm gonna teach you. Oh, my mom have a crush on this person. You say, oh. So let me tell you, a whole bunch of kids when they were growing up in maybe in the 19s, 18s, 19s, they literally had pictures on their walls where the picture will have like a basketball player, and they will literally put that basketball player on the wall. Or they will put like Serena Williams, let me put it, was actually one of the famous females that was almost in every little boy's room, right? Because of her structure and how the fame and everything. So every boy was like, most of the boys was like, oh, I gotta have her on my wall. She's so pretty, you see. So they had the lady on the wall and everything, and it was amazing. So growing up, all of us youngsters coming up, we always have somebody on the wall say, "Oh man, this guy is it." But if you are in some part of another country, like where I came from, where it's 8 people in the room, it's like who you gonna post on the wall and say that's your crush? Because around the wall, guess what? Backpacks are hanging, clothes are hanging. I mean, there's no space in the room. You see what I mean? So you got to put your crush in your head as you move forward. And that's what happens. So the image that you must instill in your son or daughter's head is an image where later on when they search it, they'll be like, oh, so my mom have a crush just because of this, huh? Just because of that. So this is what happened to parents. I'm gonna teach you guys. There's a mistake with the crushes. Okay. hmm What happened was, don't laugh. This is serious. What happened was, first, people even had Cindy. Who is this lady? This lady. She had on this picture. Cindy Crawford, something like that. Was a model, and this guy who did the Kevin Klein. Let me give you Anthony. I forgot his name. He did Kevin Klein. He's just kind of like he's Hispanic, something like that. He did the Kevin Klein, and also guess who was again? Terminator. Schwarzenegger was on in Africa. Was on everybody's. All the kids were oh, he's so muscled up in the action movie and everything. So yeah, I remember the Terminator. Arnold Schwarzenegger was everywhere. I remember this guy, he was a Spanish actor with Rosalinda, the show called Rosalinda. It was His name was Fernando Jose. Inside the Rosalinda series, he was in the show, you know. And yeah, it was a couple of folks that really growing up, this is stuff that it was everywhere, you know. And remember too, guys, I hang around my grandma a lot, so some of the crushes that I will say here is probably like my grandma's crush. And let me tell you why this thing works. Okay, my grandma's crush on those people, it helped me out growing up. I'm gonna show you why. So she will say, "Oh, let's say, the example. Okay, let's say this person is cute. They will have like political people as having crushes on them. So later on, when I grew up, I have to come up and say, why would you have a crush on this person? I'm gonna tell you. It was because of the person's mindset, the person's ideology, how the person expressed themselves, how the person speak. It was not even about the image. You understand? It was not about the image. They were literally attracted to the person's expression, how the person just voiced their opinion out, everything. Okay. So I also met a lady who was also, so I think one of my high schools, she was the administrator or whatever, and she was in love with Bob Marley. I mean, she was a Spanish lady, but she was in love. Every time I went to the office, she had Bob Marley song on. Okay, so guys, I was literally looking at these things, and in Africa too, we had Culture. This musician called Culture, and the kids were all, we were all coming up, picking up who we like. So these things helped a lot. Why? Because when I grew up, I researched the people that my grandma, right, or the people that we said, oh, we have crush on this person. You research them, and literally their ideology or things they spoke about was so intriguing that you are like, wow, this person is really handsome, you know? So this is how the newer generation got it wrong. They got it wrong on the physical aspect, saying this person is handsome, right? Handsome based on the physical qualities of how the person look. In the olden days, when they say a person is handsome, it's a hand in the word. And some, right, means what? More, even more. So, meaning what? They were strong and extent of what is called strength as a man. So, that's where we got the word handsome from, right? There's more, they could do more with who they are as a man, right? So, we call it handsome. So the older folks during those time were saying, "Oh, when they say this person is handsome, it means the person is smart. The person respects women. The person is there when you need them. The person shares ideas that if they sit with anybody else, they get along with everybody." So that's how they were projecting. Say, "Oh, this person is handsome. This person is this, right?" And this is and in the ancient words, okay, when we say you are handsome, let me explain how it means to you. It's almost saying that you know how to care for yourself. That's how it is as a man, like you know how to care, right? Or we say that, look, obi wait your bema means this person is a man. Like we say berima means like this person is strong, right? That's how we said it. That's how the ancient cultures know it. Okay, we the word for a man that's called handsome is only saying that they are strong in mental state, physical state, and everything, right? I mean, in mental states, it really don't give you the emphasis of the person's appearance. So everybody raised under an ancient culture, right, that literally did not speak English. I'm gonna tell you this. They pick their men based upon the second aspect of what they stand. So literally they will say, I have a crush on, example. I'm gonna give you example. Maybe I have a crush on Saddam Hussein. And everybody looked at you like, or maybe I have a crush on, let me give you this guy. What's the name? This guy. I forgot. They had a name that just it came I'm trying to remember. It's a Spanish guy. Uh it's Al Pacino. Huh? And then an Italian guy too. You say I have his crush on Scarface, you know. It's because of what you've seen, what you've heard. Or the guy that just break into he broke out of the Mexican he broke out of the Mexican prison for selling drugs. I forgot his name. I forgot his name. He broke out of one of the prisons or something like that, from the Mexican prison, and he built a tunnel and everything, and he was on the news. He just recently got sentenced, something like that. So that guy, right? What happened is people say literally was there. I had a crush on this guy. Why? Because of what he did. What did he do? He was able to break out of a maximum prison. Do you know how it takes to do that? It does not take one, two, three to do that. It takes somebody with a mindset of, it's almost like highly max. They are such a genius that you are like, whoa, if you can do that, you can break into everything. You see? So, yes, folks, this is how it was. So, some people growing up, some of the kids were saying, I'm attracted to Scarface, right? And mothers were literally saying, oh, yeah, Scarface, the movie was on point, right? So, the kids growing up mimicking what's called Scarface. I'm going to teach you what's happening. They were also saying, I like the image of this person. The boys also look at that image. Your little boys started looking at those images. Your little girls started liking those images. So this is what it comes up to be. What image do you want to install in your child as having a quality of what a man looks, right? So whenever you give an image, you have to give the meaning of why and the images, and this is how you do it. Oh, you know what? I like let's say Martin Luther King. I had a crush on him. Really? Yeah. Why? Did you ever watch his speech? This is how you do it. Did you ever watch his second speech? I'm coming. Just a second. All right. So, guys, I'm back, and I just wanted to go ahead and talk to you guys again. So, yeah. So you said, well, I have a crush on, let's say, Martin Luther King. Why? Because of his ideology that he was sharing. I have a really good crush on Malcolm X. Oh my gosh, yes. Why? Because when you listen to him, it's because of how he expressed certain ideas and and things that, let's say, I can associate with. Okay. So this is how I'm trying to teach you what you need to do. And so when somebody asks you, they're like, why would you ever have a crush on Bob Marley? And I'm like, go and watch um his interview on his interview that he was talking to this BBC guy in March 19 something, and they are like, why? And I'm like, just watch it. He's so cute in the interview. Please just go watch it. They're like, so and I'm like, no, go watch it. So when they go over there and go and watch it, they're like, I didn't see nothing about it. He just smoked and everything. I'm like, no, did you hear him? Yeah, he was saying a lot, girl. He was saying a lot. And I'm like, yeah. So you see, this is how you see the difference between some of the women. This is how I did my example. And some of the women that I talked to, literally, they were posing what is called handsome from just the mere look of the person. And I said, if women are going around literally doing this, do you know it's bad for not only women but men themselves? Because the image that they are showing, that they saying I have a crush or I love this person, or the way is just a mere image. It's like posting a picture of a basketball player on your son's wall, and your son is looking up to this person, and now your son is growing up. They are mimicking the person in your home. That's one, and they want to look at that picture. That's two. And all of a sudden you find on the basketball whatever, they come out, one guy come out with a dress, and you are like, whoa, that ain't the image I want you to look like. You see, and all the kids were like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Or we are like, oh, I really like this image of this person. And guess what comes up? Whoa, his son just became this. Everybody, whoa. I really like these things is scary. When you're picking an image for your son, your little kid, you have to be careful. So this is how you do it, guys. Pick an image, huh? Pick an image. First of all, you pick an image that the person is dead. Okay? Why am I saying this? Okay? Why am I saying this? Pick an image that the person is already dead. Okay? So your son or your daughter will be like, oh, well, it's just old and everything, and it's gone and everything. And so they will literally like, Mom, why do you have this? No, because you want your son to go back and listen to the ideology, the mythology, whatever they had to say, that makes that person who they are, and conform to it, and, and start saying, okay, this is it. You know what I'm saying? But don't make it only because this is how the kids do it. A child will say, well, why would some mothers be like, why would you even put um Saddam Hussein or something like that, you know or why would you even put Fidel Castro or Fidel Castro's son? Why would you even do that? And I'm like, no, I want you to just go out there and listen. Why? I'm teaching you what's called multicultural understanding of what a man really stands for. Okay? Let us not sit down and build the image that we want based upon just one look. Okay? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Means it's a lot of looks for men out there. But the actual sense of image, that in English it tell you it's an image. In ancient culture, it tell you that it's what? It's the person's behavior, is the qualities of the person. That's what makes them look handsome. So this is what's happening. The females that were coming up, I think in the 2000s, they were doing this. They were not even the 2000s, in the 19s, 19 19, let's say 70s, 80s coming. They were all now first in ancient culture. Remember, we you don't go for the physical look, you go for what the person stand for. And I'll teach you why it's also good. So in the 18s, something like that, they were 19s coming early 20s, the girls were picking only based upon how cute the person look. And the cute boys, you find out every girl knows they are cute too and they want this boy. So this is what the men that didn't have all the physical qualities that these women once also did. And women that don't have it, they also did. They went to school, they went to business, they did stuff to try to achieve the highest level of education, understanding, the highest level of loving. They literally went out there and did it all the way. One of them because of what they tried to build their behavior, their attitude as men, and not what you look on the outside. That's what you want as a woman. I'm telling you, if you are here on my channel today, say goodbye to pretty. Sorry, I'm not trying to kick you all out. But guys, ladies, you want someone who actually do not, you know, this is how I would do it. I would not go for somebody all cute and fancy. Never, never, never. I want you to look far opposite from me. You understand? So far opposite from me, when you come to the door, people are like, whoa. Why? Because when I'm standing next to you, the comment gotta come from me. You gotta be appreciated. Ladies, that's how you gotta do it. You gotta be the most cutest ever. Right? Why? Because now, guess what your husband does? The men have what is called attractive to what? To physical looks. Okay? So the man will do and pay everything to keep you with the physical look, right? Yes, I'm gonna teach you how the men also got it wrong. They will keep you with the whole physical look and everything, bam, on the wall, and they will take care of you. But what happened with this was the men started learning the lesson like, wait, those with the whole physical look and everything, they can't even cook. Yes, they can't even deliver what they're supposed to deliver. They are only pretty bourgeois, right? That's not what we want. So the man is like, wait, how do you make them that way? And they literally push it into you gotta have the degree, means you gotta be a little smart. And so the pretty girls started running to school again, trying to get themselves a little smart out there so they can be picked, you know? And they try that, but guess what? You cannot have it all, okay? There's some part of you that's not gonna, have it 160 degrees. But what I'm trying to teach you here on my channel is if you are a woman, stop saying, I want, the woman, I knew somebody that will literally go on Twitter. She goes on Twitter, she go on Facebook, taking pictures of men saying, I'm dating this person, this is my boyfriend, I'm talking to this person, and then I'm like, wait, that's a basketball player. How did you met the person? He's like, well, he used to play for this person. I know this person. I'm like, how you guys know all these folks? And how I cannot. I've never seen a star in my life before. I'm sorry, I have never seen one before. I don't know how they look like. You see, and so, and if I saw them, I would not say they are a star. Based upon what, it's like how what makes them a star? I don't know. You know, the physical look of who they are should not be something that drag me to them like, oh, that's a star right there. No, it's only based upon the ideology. So if I have to meet a star, When I meet them, I want to talk to them about something they did that I appreciate. Hey, man, nice to meet you. I remember you gave a speech on in 1942 about um, your hair danced like a flock of a goat. I saw the speech. That was amazing. I really appreciate you. Thank you very much. And just walk off. Why? Because they did that and it influenced the whole population, the whole government system, the whole world. That everybody said that speech was on point. So those made a star for me. Okay? People like that made that impression for me. Okay? So now you come back to why are a lot of women losing the battle of relationship to others. This is, guys, I'm spilling the beans today. This is how I saw it. The woman had like, oh, I saw her. They're everything, but oh my gosh, the looks, man. Oh, the looks. And I'm like, what's wrong with the looks? So what? Don't you look? And I'm like, I don't know. How does it look like? How do they look like? It's a man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Mm-mm. You know, and so these things just, I'm like, how they picking men, they are always going to be disappointed based upon how they have been taught of how a man look. No, I'm not going to raise my child teaching them go and pick this guy based upon the physical look and that's the crush I have. No. So yeah. And so I give my little girl one or two crushes from the government system or something around the world, and I give another one based upon music. And I tell her why I picked this person. Oh, it's because they have a soft voice, a calm voice. They may be rowdy, rush, quack, 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 quack over there, but guess what? They have a voice that when you listen to it, it calm you down. You say something like that, you appreciate the person, but you didn't say go and be be with this person. So now your daughter, literally, or your son, whoever goes around and say, okay, my mom likes somebody with a voice like this. She didn't say she wants, yes, you see, my mom wants somebody. No, it says a voice like this. She picked a person based upon this, you see. And so that means, your child will also find out that this is what your child does. They will find out that, well, I don't have to be, this is what, how to stop a little racism and stuff. So your child literally stops and say, okay, so it can, this whole race really, it don't really matter for my mom, seriously. Hmm. Intelligence works, it matters. Okay, if you can sit, guys, with somebody for 2 hours to have a common conversation, something's going on. Ancient cultures know this. Something is going on. Why? Because we can't talk for 5 minutes. And a lot of ladies too made it wrong by going ahead and going for the money rather than the person's intellect. So this is what I found out. This is how I saw it. Some people were choosing men or choosing love. Not they choose money before love. And some were choosing love before money. And I was like, why are they doing this? Love before money, money before love. At the end of it, you all come back to the same zero squat. The man will eat off for free. The man will enjoy you for free. You went with the money, right? Good, 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 good. Somewhere with it, guess what? He was able to find somebody else, and boom, you are stuck in the hole. Here you go. No money. You work, 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 or struggle with the person, struggle with the person. Guess what? When money came in, guess what they said? Now they are all of a sudden attracted to somebody with big titties. You are like, oh, I gotta go get a surgery. You see? I'm like, no, don't do it that way. Don't do it that way. Pick them based upon the ancient cultures. What is it? They said based upon Let me tell you again, based upon the person's personality, what they are able to accomplish, how respectful they are, and everything. Let me tell you something. In Africa, right? Hmm, there are men in Kenya, okay? There are men in let's say in Ghana, in other places. Do you know what they have? Ladies, if I tell you this, this is when you're gonna run. Do you know what these men have? Uh-huh. Some men have about thousands of acre, right? They are farmers. They have nobody who can literally tell them, let's get the computer, let's get this house on the farm, let's manage it here and here and here and here and here, and we can get it to be something big. Let's build a house upon it. Let's get it this way, and it's gonna be big. Guess what folks do? Are you listening? Folks are not trying to do that. Folks are trying to be somewhere competition that don't make no sense. Fighting over something, some man or something somewhere. Hello, please. Sometimes look at folks. I'm like, why you fighting over a man when you can go out in Africa, Ghana, somewhere? Guess what? you trust me. Don't do it. Okay, don't do it. It's not necessary. When it don't work, you are like, ugh, bye, bye. Talk too much. You see what I mean? So guess what? The ladies, this is what the ladies, I'm gonna tell you an incident that I know. This lady, she was, the lady was so like, what was it? She didn't have all the looks and everything, right? A contractor from somewhere find out the lady, they had a lot of property, and came and married the lady, helped build apartments and everything. Guess what? They get rich, rich, rich and put on top of it. The same thing with a man who had a whole bunch of farm, a whole bunch of cattle, everything everywhere. And guess what happened? The woman that she don't have it, right? She's not up to marriage yet, or he's a, I don't know, I'm struggling, trying to make it himself. This is how you want it. You need to go and marry that marry that person. Why? Because when you are able to get all that big farmland, guess what you do? You are from United States. In Africa, everybody will give you a loan. You go ahead. We just came from United States. This is my husband. Let them guys get married. Find somebody outside, okay, who have attained all these qualities. And guess what happened? They are going to love you. Why? Because you help them build up upon something that, oh, you know what a lot of African farmers do? I'm gonna teach you a lesson. They get up, they go to the farm in the morning, 9 to 5. They weed the grass, they take the cocoa, which is like chocolate, they take the cocoa out, and then they go and sell it to the government for like maybe $3 or $4. And then the government take it, make chocolate out of it, and then you guys get it. You tell people you got it from Swiss. And I'm like, where is the tree in Swiss that is producing all this chocolate, French? So uh, that's how it is, and they are only getting paid $5. So the farmer in Africa is working with all his muscles 24/7 just to come up with the cocoa, right? And go sell it for $2, right? So you as a lady, you have been here United States. You have, guess what you have done? You have been here United States. You know how the whole ins and out about company is. You go get a cocoa farmer with lots and lots of land. You get him. You know how the rule is. Hey, honey, you love him, right? Guys, remember, stop choosing things. People just met you and they say, I love you. I'm like, no, you don't. You don't love me right now. No, 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 no. You're gonna love me in 2 years, but right now you don't love me. What you have with me is called a crush. Yes. Okay. The crush phase is when you guys are fighting, you guys are going through all that, you guys are in love to death. After the crush is where the love come in. And after 2 years, if you're not giving the same thing that you gave, you never love me. You see, that's what a lot of folks literally get it wrong. you know. They met people in 1 week, 2 weeks. Oh, I love you. No, you don't. Hello, please stop. Oh, I love him in 3 months. Oh, he was my light of my life in 3 months. No, you don't. It's almost like you have to go through a lot of scrutiny for me to find out, okay, yeah, okay, now, yeah, this is real love. This is it. Okay. So, yes, what do these ladies here? Sometimes I look at her, I say, why are you here? One lady that I knew, the lady is so beautiful. Oh my God. And you met this lady, so pretty, like I'm telling you. First of all, guys, ladies, stop. They are so pretty. When you come from Africa and you come here, you meet these ladies. They are beautiful, pretty, and everything. And then you talk to them like, "Hey, how's family and everything?" And guess what they say? Oh my God. Guess what? Sarah, I hate my belly. This one say I hate my eyelashes. The insecurities just overtake. I'm like, man, how are you guys gonna get a man? If you guys talk like this. In Africa, people will pay dollars for you, trillions for you. They will give you their whole life. Why? Because you are gorgeous. Stop putting yourself down. So this is what you have to think and say, this thing makes sense. You go to Ghana, you go to Nigeria, you go to any other countries, right? There's a farmer who don't have any husband or who don't have any wife or whatever. You find a farmer. They own acres and acres. You now start fencing it. Let's fence it, honey. Let's fence it. Yes, you become the lioness. Let's fence this place. Honey, I love the cocoa farm. We're gonna continue it, but we gotta build a little small factory for my chocolate business. What is the chocolate business? I'm finna do what? Guess what I'm finna do? Let's open chocolate candy factory. Open a small one. Guess what? In few 1 or 2 years, you'll be known by the whole community. The chocolate factory lady, she came from America. Oh, hey, she got the car, she got everything, and this man is happy. The man, guys, ladies, you are gold over here when you go to Africa. And African women, when they come here, they are gold. But you know what happens? People don't see it because when the African women come here, they're always busy, right? They really don't take care of themselves that you think like, oh, they're supposed to have the nail, the lash, and everything, go and do all that stuff. No, they're only worried about what? They're back home. They have to make sure they have security back home. So they're working, they're doing all the things, just trying. So when you see them outside, you are like, oh, I don't want to talk to this person. Let me ignore the person. Oh, they're not dressed up. Oh, they don't have the lashes. No, that's when you get it wrong. You pick them like that because what they have a plan from the heavens that they are probably doing back home or they are trying to go do. Then there's no support for them, right? So you have to be like, oh man, let me give it a chance. You see, I knew folks that were literally said one. I met some African American men, and I was like, and one of them were like, "You African women don't like African American men," and I was like, "Whoa, where did that came from? I've never heard of that before." And they're like, "Yeah, you African, you African, um, you African this thing." You African women don't like African American men. And I laugh. Why? Because I know that's false. Why? Because I have dated African Americans in my life. So when they say that, and I'm like, that's a lie from the devil. And they're like, no, Sarah, you guys don't. And that's the fact. You guys hate. And I'm like, no. No. So what happened? And I know I knew look, I knew people that were saying, "Oh, you African don't like white folks." Or something. I was like, "Oh my God!" And guess what? That's a lie. Actually, this guy I met, he was Caucasian. He was country. He's like, "I will marry you," and I was like, "Oh, you only 70 years? No, thank you." He said, "I will marry you." And I'm like, wait, what's going? He's like, I'll marry you. You. what you are everything. You dance, you laugh, you like country music. I say, yeah. You love country music? Yes. I say, yeah. What's wrong? You love country. He was shocked. He was like out of his head. Every time he's like, oh, and I'm like, what's why? Because I look past that. He's like, that's you everything. And yes, ladies, it's because I don't have the time to install that in my physique. Like, I hate a Spanish looking person. I hate a Russian looking person. I hate a Japanese looking person. I hate a Chinese looking person. When you install these blocks, it only build up to you being an angry person your whole life. I want to be free. Don't you want to be free? I want to be free. I can give you all my crushes that I had right now. You'll be like, oh Lord. Yes. I had Muslim crushes. Oh, you want to hear it? I had a boyfriend that was a Muslim. Yes. You understand? Yes. You want to hear it? Guys, I have been everything. I have done everything in this world that I feel like, well, guess what? Let me tell you. I just life must not be taken based upon hatred anymore. No, no, no. Once you get to the standard, or I feel like once you grow your mental physique to a certain point, you don't really let things bug you like that. Like I said, if you get to have the experience, some of the things that I've experienced, now you look at folks like, why hate folks so much? Why do this? Why you ask questions all the time? You know. So yeah, this is where I've come to, and I was like, no. When I meet you, if I did something wrong, right? I said, teach me how to do it right. If I didn't do it right, I tell you, I'm sorry. I apologize. Let's hold hands and let's do it again. I'm sorry. I apologize. Maybe I offended you. Maybe I did you wrong. But that was not out of my, even if I did, I'm here to apologize. Let's not do it again. You understand? So these things, I do the apology to get rid of what's called, it's like a chain that holds you, to break out of that. Okay. So this learn this, and also learn that don't the ancient cultures, the meaning of what a handsome man is, we only say is a man. That's it. Hmm. We say is what? The son has been given. Okay? The son has been given. This is a man. This is a real son have been given. A real man has been given by earth, by mother or something. That's how we say it. And you all literally say, well, how do you call it? Handsome means the physical look. No, 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 no. You're going to lose in love. You're going to lose in love. You're going to end up being the third person. End up being the third person or the fourth person, fifth person, just based on people's looks all the time. No, 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 no. Okay? Just do as I tell you. Anyways, I just had to teach you this because now you can go out there and say, I can open me a chocolate factory with some guy. Yes. I'm telling you, go and and when you get them, guess what? A lot of the women have their mindset upon, oh, the person have to look really pretty, and I can't do it if the looks. Like, I met someone that said, I can't do it, Sarah. If the looks is not there, I can't. I'm most saddest thing when people say I can't because the looks gotta be there. I'm like, oh yeah, yeah. I have said it too before, but now no. You see what I'm telling you? We all make mistakes, we change, but what I've learned about it is, do not do that mistake. Okay? Do not do it again. Never, ever, ever, ever again. Now, if I want a man, guess what? No, I go back to where I came from. Or if I meet somebody, yes, somebody said, age, does age matter then? Can you tell me about it? I'm like, hello, how old are you? Right? If the age is too stretchy, the guys, I'm gonna give it to you. 12 years is at least the longest. Don't go date somebody more than 15 years, 30 years. Now 12 years is the longest. Just do that and just live your life. But apart from that, that's the length in there is too far. Okay, 12 years is too long. Okay, but don't go past 12 years. If that makes sense. So maybe six, maybe five, maybe five is actually the most. Five or four. But 12, 13, 14, you are like, oh, that's a rape. Don't go there. Okay. And yes, I love certain parts of other men that I see. I'm like, oh, wow, this person was really good. Yeah. The way they speak, the way they talk, the way they share their qualities and everything. Okay. I love you all. Thank you for being here on my channel. Don't go pick men based upon their looks, physical, age, and culture touch you. Pick them based upon their qualities. Love you. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye. Oh, I forgot my crushes. I had a crush on a whole bunch of folks, but never mind. This is a video. I cannot put it on here for future reference. That somebody's gonna stand somewhere and say, "Oh, she said she like people that are criminals. She said she like people that," and you look at it like, man, no, you are out of your mind. I'm you and you are me. If you listen to me closely, have a wonderful day. Bye bye.